Oh, it says I'm live. I just can't see myself at all. We're having some camera problems here, but I believe it's going to come out okay. Hey, this is Bishop Ed Udell, and I'm here to read you another World Missions article in Union Gospel Press. And this one is written by Kimberly Ray. Here's what she says. When I first moved to Bangladesh, I was shocked as I rode past a building being constructed. It was not the building itself that was shocking, it was the scaffolding. The whole side of the building was webbed in by scaffolding made entirely of bamboo. As I watched the men working while standing on those hollow poles, I could not help fearing for them. The scaffolding seemed so flimsy, as if a strong gust of wind would topple the entire thing, bringing the men down with it. Since then, I have seen bamboo scaffolding many times in Bangladesh as well as in Thailand and Indonesia. Since bamboo is readily available, it is the most practical material to use. The men working on it are accustomed to the uneven poles, the sways, and the creaks. At first, it seemed foolhardy to me. Why use such a dangerous method when there are better resources available? The superiority of steel would just make sense as the best material to use, right? Well, perhaps in America, that would be true. However, in thinking it through, I realize several things. Number one, steel is far more expensive. Number two, steel is less available. Number three, steel is a foreign resource. The men working with the materials knew how to use bamboo. They would not know how to build scaffolding from steel, which would create dependence on outside resources, not only to buy and supply the steel, but also to train them on how to use it. So, had I been in charge at the time, thinking I was doing good, I actually would have made the project much harder for the nationals trying to construct the building. I would have forced them to depend on me for resources they did not have and could not afford. In the end, I would have made the focus of the entire project about the scaffolding, while the real goal, the building, would have become secondary. This can happen in missions. When working in a cross cultural setting, it is very important to remember that the building, the ministry, reaching the lost and glorifying the Lord, is the goal. It is very easy to get caught up on focusing on the methods, different ways people do things they may feel uncomfortable to us. Bringing in outside resources for a time can be a good thing, but beware the temptation to become the main source for the ministry. If you are the source, the ministry depends on you. The nationals may rely fully on outside help. They may even start to think that they cannot minister without you, instead of knowing they, quote, can do all things through Christ, unquote, from Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. Ephesians 2:21 says that the building is, quote, fitly framed together, unquote, in Christ, not in the missionary. Once I stopped thinking of bamboo scaffolding as inferior and dangerous, I was able to see how resourceful it was, how effective it was, and how it was actually less dangerous for the workers than using what I had thought would be best. Ministry can be the same way. When starting a new ministry, ask the national believers for ideas. You might hear things that seem strange, but be willing to give them a try. They know their own culture better, and they have insights into what would be effective that an outsider would be wise to consider. Kimberly closes with this: working together for the kingdom takes the focus off the scaffolding and puts it back where it belongs, glorifying God. Thank you so much, Kimberly Ray. Hope you use this in your ministry, especially when you're reaching out or your church starts bringing in people from other cultures. Don't think you have to do it your way all the time. In fact, if you get a lot of folks from a different ethnic group, they might not quite fit in the way you want to run things. They look for something that can meet their needs. So you may have to train one of their own and open up your church for a different service run by one of their own to run the ministry that they need. Hey, until next time, this is Bishop Udell. God bless you.